What's going on, LFG fam? Welcome back to another episode of the LFG podcast, your favorite podcast for anything and everything in pop culture. As always, it's your favorite trio, Jet, J-Mac, and Cody, back again with another banger episode this week. One of the greatest months in television history just continues with this week. We have Invincible, we have Daredevil, Born Again, we have The Boys, we have Star Wars, Maul, Shadow Lord. Along with a movie of the week this week, we have Michael. So along with all that, we will be doing our full in-depth spoiler, if you don't know any of the events, review for Michael, and along with the LFG news. And that'll probably take a long time, so I don't know if we will continue our actor rankings, but there's a possibility of that. So, LFG, starting with the reviews, starting with Monday, Maul, Shadow Lord, episodes 5 and 6.
I was about to be so pissed if you said 7. Because I definitely said 6, right?
Yeah. 5 and 6. Chapter 5, Inquisition, and Chapter 6, Night of the Hunted. Who wants to go first?
Oh shit! I didn't even notice we're doing Maul first. We're doing the days of the week instead of movie of the week. Been a minute since we had movie of the week, but no, let's do it. That's fine. Shows of the week. I'm excited to talk about everything. Honestly, love these 2 episodes that dropped. I think episode 5 needed episode 6 a little bit because it was more of like a setup and a slower pace type thing, and I'm glad that we got 6 because after that setup and pace, we picked it up. We picked it up and we got some action, and it was awesome to see. And I'm super excited for the rest of the season. I love it.
Damn. I'm not I'm not gonna against it. It's just I don't like what do I even say? We're gonna talk about it, but I'm like okay right now. Like I'm just floating with like show's fine to me.
That's fine.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's fine. Did you like Clone Wars and all that? Like, do you think that's peak television or peak animation?
That was good. That was real good.
Oh, okay. All right. There you
go. This is gonna sound, I guess, a little negative when I say it, but it really is a genuine positive. Maul, when it comes to being a show, I think is doing everything correct. Whether it's dropping 2 episodes and maybe that first episode, like J-Mac was kind of alluding to, isn't as strong or action-packed, which, I just said that, but we love storytelling here. Mm-hmm. People can tend to complain about things like that. So they dropped these 2 episodes, and episode 6 definitely has way more action, was a lot more faster pace. And it really flows. The 2 episode drops, it really flows. So whether it's that, or the fact that they've already said that this is going to be like an annual thing. They got plans for season 2 and things beyond that. They're just doing everything right. I love this show. I really do. It's so much fun to watch. Episode 6, obviously in particular. Man, that was awesome. Whether it was the fight between the Padawan and the Inquisitor, and then Maul stepping in, and just that whole transitions, or even the beginning of the episode where Maul's just like kind of in his own flow state there and just kind of practicing with himself. All that shit is just, it's awesome. And kind of like I said when we started this review of this show, he's just such a character that we knew nothing about, because even in his debut he didn't talk. Like, we knew nothing about him. He just looked cool. He had a badass lightsaber, and just the way that they've been able to build up this character from the ground, and us actually getting some depth to him has just been a delight to watch. And if you were like already a Maul fan, really the only one that I really know is Antoine, that like actually loves Darth Maul like that. Yeah. He would eat this show up. Like, it's great. It really is. It's interesting to hear you say that, Cody. And I'm not at Clone Wars level. It's not even close, honestly, for me.
Yeah, it's too soon. It's too soon,
for sure. But it is great. I really think it is. And even like the slower episode, like episode 5, like I enjoyed that, and seeing them kind of pushing the narrative of them having to work together as a team and then everything else comes after that with episode 6, and then Maul joins into the fray, and now he essentially is going to, you know, I don't know about challenge the Empire, but it's going into that path of, all right, it's me, it's the Padawan. I don't know about the Master, but I'm going to keep trying to get this Padawan on my side. All that has been really fascinating to watch. And I again, Star Wars, they're not perfect in the movies, but when it comes to animation, they just, it's just a different sauce.
They need those
It
people
really is.
over here in the live action, man. They need to get those people's insight. And hopefully that's Dave Filoni. Because like I said last week, Dave Filoni is attached to this and he's attached to stuff going forward. Hopefully that solves some of that. But yeah. But
Yeah. No, that's good though.
Right. No, yeah. The scene, and obviously we talked about this in the first few episodes, the scene where Maul and the Padawan are, you know, tag teaming the Inquisitor was just fantastic. And it's alluding to like, hey, apprenticeship, and he's going to get her at the end of the season and kind of train her. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool.
That man was working both of them.
Yeah, he was. But I think Maul was kind of testing. I don't know. Maul's him. Maul is him. I mean,
I agree, but man, I was like, who is this nigga?
Watch him take his mask off, and I don't know, be somebody crazy. I don't know. Inquisitors are good though, nonetheless. If you guys have never played the games, I think Inquisitors are they're feared. They're feared, and it's pretty cool to see that. So, but all right, there you go. Maul Shadow Lord episodes 5 and 6 in the books. We look forward to next week, and I hope they continue this trend of dropping 2 a week, because that is pretty cool. So we'll see what happens with that. But at the end of the day, our opinions are just our. I always say that backwards, man. Our reviews are just our opinions. We encourage you guys to go out and watch these episodes for yourselves, gather your own opinions, come back and share your thoughts. Let's move on to Tuesday. In Tuesday, we've got Daredevil Born Again. What did you guys think about Daredevil Born Again?
To me, this was a great episode. Mm-hmm. It starts off, and we were talking about it because, you know, it got confirmed early, like Jessica Jones is in this season. We were talking about it, like, where is she going to show up? And I even liked her introduction of, you know, the guys coming to her house, and, you know, her daughter's in the house, and she takes them all out, but you don't see none of it. You're just kind of seeing it through the windows and whatever else kind of opening. You can see it. And her daughter's sitting there playing with the fucking the flashbang or whatever it was. Yeah. And it was like, this is not a toy. Cut it off. So I thought that was pretty cool. But no, this episode was jam-packed, man. It really had a lot. We got another fight between Fisk and Matt, and that was crazy. One thing that I don't know if it's in the comics, I don't know if this is a character in the comics, but at least what I'm taking away from it is that this girl's gonna turn into a female muse. What's her name? Fucking Heather.
Yeah, Heather.
Yeah.
That's what that shit's looking like to me.
Yeah,
that little scene was crazy.
It was insane.
Yeah,
and she just can't stop visualizing this man.
Yeah,
and it's I don't know. Her trauma is just gonna turn into that slow transformation. At least what I'm seeing, and I think that's what's gonna happen.
It's so crazy too, because she's supposed to be a therapist. Like,
yeah,
she needs therapy. Yeah,
it's crazy.
But yeah, I loved it. I really did.
Hey, you know what that gives me vibes of, J Mag? That's like Gotham.
What's her name?
Barbara went crazy.
Yeah, I see that for sure. Yeah, and I like it here obviously more because I mean writers and performances are a little bit better. We're getting more into that mind, you know, into her emotional state, mental state. That's pretty cool. What'd you think about it? What'd you think about this episode?
I mean, I don't think Daredevil's missed yet, man. Like, the season's so good, and it the only thing that like I like to like point out is just like it's crazy because we know Fisk is like, we even saw when he killed that doctor, like he doesn't care no more. And even the conversation that the governor was having, she was like, or she was having, I forgot who it was with. Oh, but they were like, no. They were like, nobody can control Fisk no more. Like that was what his wife Vanessa was doing. And we get to when like with everybody else, he seems to not give a shit. And then he gets to Daredevil, and it's like they still have that same like understanding. Like it's between us. Like one of us has like that whole like interaction. Like one of us has to leave. Like one of us had like, you know what I mean? Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna stop? Like, are you gonna leave? Am I gonna leave? Even when they're fighting, it's like, come on, get up, fight. Like Fisk doesn't want to just kill him, which is crazy because I thought Fisk would not give a shit, but he still has some respect for Daredevil, which is crazy.
Karen told him that too. It's like, this isn't gonna stop until one of y'all's dead.
Yeah.
And it's just for Matt, like his principles, his morals, like he just
can't do it.
He can't do it, man.
It's in the back of his mind. We saw it in the last episode. I think it was the last episode. Foggy, man. It's Foggy keeping him grounded, keeping him, in that level-headed and not wanting to do that. So I think that's pretty cool. Fantastic episode for me, though. Yeah, nonetheless. Kingpin, obviously, shit got rolling. Immediately gave the weapons to his task force and let's get going. Let's do it. Let's start rounding people up. And it was insane. The opening scene I thought was crazy. Like the doctor just trying to console him. I'm like, bro, just leave. Get out the way. What are you doing? And I know, hey, I went on this journey with you together. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry about it. I'm like, bro, leave. He goes in to give him a hug. Kingpin gives him a hug. I thought it was hilarious too because the doctor, Mr. Kingpin or Mr. Fisk, it hurt me a little bit, man. I think just breaks his back, bro. Craziness. No, fantastic episode though. Seeing Jessica Jones was cool. We got two scenes, obviously the opening scene and then the action scene with him and with Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and I thought that was cool. We'll see if she comes back in any way. I don't think so, right? I think this was like just a little cameo, a little one and done type thing. But it was cool.
It would be that Disney Plus formula because as soon as I saw her, and I loved seeing her. It's really cool, and then knowing that the Defenders are coming in later.
Yeah,
but seeing her, I just got like flashbacks to She-Hulk and when Daredevil came in, and it was just like, yeah, this is gonna be like a one-off kind of thing, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. But I still love seeing her nonetheless. But I couldn't get that out of my head. Like, yeah, this is a thing that Disney Plus will just throw in there for like some excitement. And I don't know, maybe it's different because the Defenders are coming here, and maybe they're in the finale for all we fucking know. But yeah, I don't know. Those are the vibes I was getting.
For sure. But, yeah, another fantastic episode. We'll see. So far, Monday, Tuesdays are hits. Let's get into Wednesday and see what's going on with the double drop. We got a season finale in this one, and then we got another episode to continue on. Before we get to the season finale, which is Invincible, let's move on to The Boys. What'd you guys think about The Boys episode? Heard some things on this one.
You heard something? I ain't heard nothing, but no. I have a take.
Okay, let's
if y'all disagree, it is what it is. This felt so filler, and it's in the worst way.
That's what I heard.
Like, really? Okay.
That's what I heard.
It really did, man. Like, if you really like assess what we watched, it felt like you're watching One Piece, and then they throw you in a random mini arc where we're just like doing some random quests. Like, that's what it felt like. Don't get me wrong; they are trying to find V1, but it's like when you realize that they didn't find no V1. It makes you like sit back and realize the entire episode was filler. Like, we literally just watched them do nothing for an entire episode. Literally. Like how, for instance, Victorious, there's an episode where they're stuck in RV. That's what this felt like. Like, there's an episode where they're all just angry for no reason. Like, it felt so filler. Not to say I didn't enjoy parts of the episode and stuff like that, but that's what the entire episode just felt like filler. And I had to say that.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I heard. I mean, I went into this episode hearing that statement, looking out for that statement. And I still enjoyed it, though. I did still enjoy the episode. I thought it was still well done. I mean, Jensen Ackles, I mean, I keep saying it every week, bro. That dude, I can't wait for his spin-off show with Stormfront. Like, he kills it. I think he did a fantastic job in this episode. But, yeah, like I said, I heard those complaints. It didn't progress the story anywhere, really, outside of them. All right, we're looking for V1, but did anything really get found? No. But I still enjoyed the episode. I did. I thought it was a fun time.
I guess I'm in the middle because I definitely felt both ways. Because to Cody, I guess I didn't really know how to assess the negative feeling that I felt. But it's interesting to hear Cody put it the way that he did because, like he said, we didn't find any V1 and we spent an hour and 5 minutes in this one location, and they're going through these The Last of Us esque. That was a pretty cool name drop right there.
It's just The Walking Dead
and the Walking
spores. Yeah, and The Walking Dead. Yeah. These spores that are making them angry, and the conversations that they were having with each other were funny. It's like, he just called you a pussy. Are you gonna let him do that? Like, damn, that's
put him in the ground.
So I definitely enjoyed it. It it is the boys at the end of the day. We've been with these characters for 5 seasons. So, their interactions, it all feels, at least to me, genuine in a way. But yeah, like this being the last season and we only got 8 episodes, they spent a whole hour in this location.
Yeah.
It's fair.
The only defense I could possibly have is that there is a little bit about making Homelander God, and we did see a little bit of that, but that's about it.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. The criticisms of this episode are valid. You can't deny that.
I was just trying to think of something else to happen, but I don't know if.
But I'm telling you, that's it.
It was an hour, and it's nuts.
Yeah, it was anywhere. I mean, not much outside of them being in that compound. We get some of the
the Starlight stuff.
Oh, the Starlight stuff. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I did.
I did too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Because her father was tripping.
He was.
Yeah,
and he had to come back around, and that whole scene with the cop. It's like, well, obviously, it's not going to end good for the cop. Like, you're going to fucking shoot Starlight. Yeah. Oh shit, That was good that he actually came around and actually defended his daughter. Fucking brother's a weirdo.
I mean, that I was hoping they weren't gonna do that trope because they fucking do this trope a lot. Hey, somebody's a villain's in the household, or somebody's in the household that's not a villain. Sorry, let me fucking rephrase that. Somebody's in the household that's being wanted by the cops, searched by the cops, and somebody upstairs is calling the cops. I was hoping they didn't do that shit here, and they did. They did do that,
he
but
called me and said,
and he was like, "Oh, well, I got to know her. I'm sorry." Like,
come on, bro. It's too late. And then the dad folded under zero pressure.
Yeah. So I mean, that was unfortunate. They did the trope, but it wasn't as heavy, and he didn't stick to his guns. But they still did it, and I was like, "Fuck, that's disappointing." But outside of that, everything that was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. We got Ashley doing her thing with her priest superhero, and that was wild. But yeah,
that was wild.
Yeah, it was to me it was a solid episode, but like I said, valid criticisms for sure. I could absolutely see that. So we'll see. Any deaths besides the dude on the wall? No, huh? No.
Shit. I mean, if they had some of that virus, man, we could have had Homelander killed, but no.
Yeah. And I mean, that got destroyed, right? But that was kind of crazy that they didn't really have anything else. That was it.
Yeah.
So
you don't have the virus, do you?
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. The boys episode in the book. Let us know what you guys thought about our thoughts. Just keep in mind, at the end of the day, our reviews are just our opinions. We encourage you guys to go out and watch this episode for yourselves, gather your own opinions, come back and share your thoughts. Let's move on to Invincible season 4 finale. What did you guys think about this episode?
I personally loved it. It wasn't as action-packed as I thought it was going to be for a finale, but I thought the story that they told for it was exceptional. The way that it ended was exceptional. And I am so hyped for season 5. You have no idea. I can't wait to see the way that this story continues to go, because I have no idea. I don't know. And I got so many thoughts. I can't wait to talk about all of this, but yeah, I loved it.
I mean, basically my exact thoughts, because I know I've seen people complain, but it's just, I feel like a lot of people are just so stuck on something action needs to happen. And this was the best way to do no action, because it's like, it's straight build up and climax for what next season is going to be. And it's not like a little bit at the end. It's the entire episode building up to the end. And then you're like, oh shit. Like, it's the worst possible case. Like, it's to the point where I even said this for the last 2 episodes. I don't know how the fuck they're going to beat him. And now it's even worse, because he even put him in a contract. Like, I agree 100%. So,
no, yeah, I like this episode. I enjoyed it. You don't always need the action-packed season finale that, Invincible tends to do. Past 3 seasons, that's what it's been. And this time they took a different approach. And watching John Campea and him talk about it, I didn't even know he was watching the show like that. But yeah, he was watching the show, and he took.
I didn't either.
He had an opinion of, or he compared it, to Supernatural, Cody. And I don't remember exactly, but he said in season finales, and I agree with this actually. In season finales, the way Supernatural would do it, they would wrap up the season, and they would have their big epic battle or big epic, fight scenes and all that stuff in the episode before, or penultimate episode. This is what it's called. And Invincible took that approach. Obviously, we talked about it last episode, and they had their huge epic battle. That was awesome to see. And the season finale was just like a wrap up of the entire season. And I actually agreed with that. And Supernatural, looking back on that, did do that. They would kind of.
You know who else does that? Fucking Game of Thrones does that.
Game of Thrones did that. Yeah.
And they do that too. Yeah.
They give you this epic battle, and then all right, let's wrap up everything we just talked. Duncan Eggs, or it's not Duncan Egg, but what's the name of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Did that. We did that epic battle, and then we wrapped up everything all the storylines and everything. We made sure we went back and tied them all up, but left some things open to kind of discuss for future seasons, and that's what they did here, and it was fantastic. Him struggling with the PTSD and going through all that, and seeing Thrag here, seeing Thrag there, just kind of like killing everybody he's having conversations with. I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. And I was like, one of these is gonna be real, and he's not gonna know what the fuck is happening. He's gonna fucking open his eyes, shake his eyes, and it's gonna, oh shit, he actually just killed somebody. So I was expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, but it happened in a different way, and I still enjoyed what happened. But I was like, oh fuck, one of these guys is gonna die, and who the fuck is it gonna be? Because it's gonna be for real.
Yeah.
I gotta say, because this is Invincible, and we're used to the crazy kills, the shock factor, insane.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, when he was in the house and it was Debbie, I thought that shit was real.
I thought it was real.
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, for sure.
I said, fuck. Because it was the way it played out. His quote was like, you thought I wouldn't get you back for that? Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Insane. And obviously we'll build up to that. But when it's the real one, I was like, because at first I was thinking, these are all fake outs. And I was kind of thinking along the lines that you were, but I was thinking, damn, maybe we're not going to see the end of this. And this might be a little disappointing. Like maybe the Viltrumites come in next season.
Ooh, yeah.
But for him to just be chilling up there, and he does like the eye thing, because that's what he's been doing the whole episode. And that was low-key one of the lone, and I mean very small nitpicks that I had with the episode, was that I felt like they did the PTSD thing a lot. Like I think they did it like 4 or 5 times, and by like the last one that was a fake out, I was like, okay, how many times are we gonna do this? But when it was the real one, like my heart sank to my fucking stomach.
Yeah.
Like I'm bro, I love Thrag. I really do. Man. And just the contract that he put him in gave him even more depth to his character, because he's not just a hothead. Like he's an actual leader of his people, and he thinks he's calculated. He thinks about stuff, and I loved it.
Damn. Oh, go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say my only gripe with the episode was his confrontation with Cecil. I was like, you're not gonna talk about the conquest thing, because that was fucking crazy.
I don't mind that, and he's dealing with too much to even fucking think about shit that happened a while ago.
Fuck, man, he didn't like.
I think it still comes up though.
He's
treating Cecil like nothing happened.
I agree with Cody though.
Yeah, like I mean, it should come up later. I didn't mind it not coming up now. Like that's not.
And you know what? And I kind of forget. Conquest thing happened. He was out for months, and then they went to go fight them, and then he was out for weeks. Yeah. So he probably low key is forgetting it, but still, like fuck.
He's got too much going on in his brain right now. Just shit, too much. It's too much for him to even fucking process exactly what happened. So.
You're right for sure on that, because he's just on the lookout, because he knows they're coming. Like he's
man,
he can't even rest.
That opening scene where it's Dragon, the Viltrumites coming in, that was like Mark just kind of like assuming the worst, right? Like that's exactly what that was happening.
Because then he like woke up
Yeah,
and that was awesome.
Mark.
yeah,
Because they started a tidal wave.
yeah. That was crazy. They fucking came in and they were
That
flying
was
so fast.
insane.
That
was how the Flash was. Man. He was running on the water. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was an insane scene to open the episode.
Well, they're traveling. They get into the, I don't know, I guess the point where they're in the solar system.
Yeah.
Or I guess to the moon. I think they got to the moon, actually.
Yeah.
And Omni-Man's like, all right, we need to make a plan. We're going to do this, this, and this. And Mark said, no, fuck that. Vroom,
Start
took
flying.
off right to Earth. And he's looking around. He doesn't see nothing. He's like, they're not fucking here. Takes off right to Eve. Eve had an abortion. Listen, man. I cried.
Damn.
Mark, Steven Yeun, his voice acting, it's top notch. Because I was feeling the emotions just off of the way that he wasn't able to form sentences. And then he just started, the waterworks just started flowing. And I was like, God damn. Like, Mark can't catch a break. It doesn't matter if it's fighting bad guys or if it's stuff back on Earth. Like, his life ever since the Omni-Man conflict in the finale of season 1 has just been negatives. The only good thing I guess you could say would be Eve coming into his life and them actually dating. But other than that, like, just straight negativity. And how he's able to balance all that in his head is beyond me. Because he's seen people that he loves die. He's seen Oliver get crushed multiple times, whether it's Conquest or Thrag. It's just been so much. And I feel like Steven Yeun in that scene, like, man, I was impressed. Voice acting, like, sometimes, it can just be like reading lines for some people, but you can tell Steven, he goes into that booth and he pours his all into that fucking role. It's incredible.
Do we think he would have stayed like I had thought he was? Just based off that conversation? He's like, and his reaction to this, by the way, was not anger, was not like, you should have told me. He said, I'm sorry I wasn't here for you for that. And that, to me, that's why I thought earlier in the season he would have stayed if he found out she was pregnant. Like, I don't think he would have left, and
He probably would have stayed.
just based off of that reaction, the way what he told her. But yeah, that was heartbreaking. And I rewinding just a little bit to first when he first sees Eve, and he gives her a hug and kisses her and stuff because she's safe, and she's telling him, I've kind of let myself go. I haven't been able to work on me. I've been going through some things. He's like, you probably think I look hideous, or I forget the line, but he says, no, the first thing I thought was, I'm glad to see you again. Like, that's all I saw. It was just,
when Mark saw them cheeks, that nigga got to work. Damn.
That was 20 more years.
But no, that was a cool scene. Very, very heartfelt for sure. Very heartfelt for sure.
Just thought about something.
Think about it.
I told y'all boys Debbie was gonna fold. She's folding.
Whoa, she's not there yet. She is. She's going to. She's going
but
to.
you can see the cracks.
She's going to.
First of all, the cracks is literally just her, like, slightly forgiving him. I get that it looks like eventually she's gonna fold, but at the same time, Debbie was called a pet. If she's not going back, man.
I mean, she spent. I mean, that's the father of her child. That's however many years they were together. It's like, that's not easy to let go.
That man Robert Kirkman did not have to throw in there that she broke up with Paul. That did.
Yeah,
not
that was crazy. That was crazy,
bro.
That
crazy.
Did not have to happen. I'm trying to tell you.
You know how bad, bro? Because I saw Paul. I'm like, why? What the Paul? What? Paul, you're getting cooked. Paul.
Fight back.
Like, at least try.
Then they added that scene of them. He was like, Earth looks really beautiful from out here. You should come and see it. Fine, I guess. She's looking at there. Wow. Really is beautiful.
don't touch her.
He
Don't
did.
touch her. He almost did. I was like, don't do it. It's too fucking soon. It's too fucking soon. But yeah, no, for sure. It's gonna happen, bro. I mean, it's gonna happen.
She's folding, bro.
For sure.
Bro,
That glass is cracking.
like,
And I'll throw this in here because I don't know. It just would have been at the end of the review. I went back and because J-Mac, did you rewatch the season 1 finale when you were talking? We were making the finales.
Yeah.
So I went back the night after and I rewatched the season 1 finale. And I don't know, J-Mac, like it's obviously not as action filled because there's a back half to that episode where it's like recovery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Mark working out if he wants to be a hero for Cecil and things like that. But the way that everything happened in the action part alone and throwing in the emotions of that, I think it could compete with the other two. Like that shit was kind of hurting my heart watching him have the conversations and she's a pet and 17 more years. Like,
yeah,
it's just like, damn,
just have
man.
another kid.
Like the other two fights are, I guess, more grand in I guess you could say scale because Conquest is beating his ass across the planet.
Yeah,
but I don't know, the emotional weight of Omni-Man versus Mark, that was crazy. Because then he gets to the point where he throws him into the snow mountain and he is just relentlessly beating his ass, punch after punch. And knowing what we know now in season 4 and him trying to repent for all that shit just hurts, bro. Because it's like, man, you do not believe what you're doing right now. Maybe in the moment, but deep down, you're like, fuck, like I'm really beating my son's ass. And then he has the flashback of Mark playing baseball and him not being into it, him not wanting to be there.
Yeah.
And then at the end, actually, like, you know, being in the moment and being happy for Mark. Like, I don't know. It's a crazy conveison because all those episodes are great.
It can compete. Yeah, I'm not saying it can't compete, but I don't think it wins though. Like it's not clear cut. It's not like, oh no, for sure. But I to me, I don't have it there. And when that one has the emotional impact for sure, like you're mentioning, what the third one had in the third one, I mean Thrag. We'll skip over Conquest for right now. What Thrag had, it was more of a grand scale fucking thing, like planets being destroyed, you know, hiding in the bodies, things like that, and the actual fight, the transition to him being that shit had a grand scale fight for sure. What Conquest had, and I've talked about it plenty of times, what Conquest had for me was Jeffrey Dean's performance. Like yes, there's action there, the fucking animation is on point, but to me, what carries that episode is his fucking performance and how he brought life to Conquest. Like that's to me is what. You got the emotional side on the first one, but on this one, you got the performance and him just being able to do what he did with Conquest. Like that's why I carry that one, I think, as number 1. But and then you throw in on top of that, like I said, the animation, fucking battle, all that shit was just insane. We got fucking he made one of the greatest speeches I think I've ever heard. You know, I don't even get a real name. Like that shit was fucking insane. Like
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
There's also like there's scenes in the Omni-Man one. Mark holding up the building. He sees the mother and the daughter in there.
Yeah.
He catches them, but the building still falls. When he comes out of the rubble, he's just holding the arm. I was just like, God.
I have a nitpick. Maybe it's not a nitpick. Maybe you can explain it to me. Could he not have just grabbed them and flew away?
Well, he in my mind, he was trying to save everybody else in the building.
For sure. But at some point, I think, you know, fuck, this building's gone. Like, I got to just grab these two. They're here. And fly away, right? And obviously he's still young. He's not thinking like that. He's barely a fucking superhero. But yeah, and when I was watching it back, I was like, damn, you could have just grabbed them and flew away, for sure. Like, but I mean, obviously he's still, it is what it is. But like I said, nitpick on that one. But yeah, I mean, those three can definitely have the conversation. Did you guys see any other ones in that conversation? Do we see the episode before, you know, the other Conquest episode? Do you guys see that in there? You guys just see that like in number 4, number 5, top 5?
I think I can't only because of the way Conquest died.
Okay.
Like, okay. I can't get over that. I don't care what nobody tells me. I can't get over that.
So yeah, and I'll think about what else, but I just want to talk about it already. This man Thrag, he appears in front of Mark. It's like, yeah, it's really me. I'm here. And when he gives him the ultimatum, I was stunned. Because, again, to Cody's point, how do you beat him? And in that moment, I've seen people kind of going back and forth like, or asking the question like, did Mark make the right decision? What fucking decision was there to make?
Like, there is no choice.
Yeah.
If you like in that moment, you say no, everything's gone.
Done.
You got Viltrumites all over the planet. You're done.
And I love this line. It was mutual destruction because we'll destroy your planet, but then we don't got no way to extend our race. You know, there's no way for us to grow.
And he said, fuck it, I don't care. And mind you, Nolan just left the planet.
Yeah, it's just Mark.
Yep.
It's
and
just
the Guardians.
Mark. And the Guardians. Mind you, the Guardians didn't do shit against Nolan. So what are they going to do against Thrag? And the other, like, no, man. And then in my head, I'm like, every time a Viltrumite has pulled up to Earth, it's been hell. You got a handful of these niggas on here now. What are you gonna do? Like, Mark got punked like that. All you could do is submit.
That line, and I told Jay yesterday because he was asking for a quote, bro. I went back to watch it. That line, I fucking love that line, man. You have to make a decision. I'm paraphrasing. You have to make a decision, yet you have no decision. Like I was like, damn, that shit was cold. Like that shit was fucking. I love that line. It was crazy.
It was insane, and just them doing the pan shots to the different Viltrumites, Kurg, I think his name is, or Craig, Anissa, fucking Lucian, just all of them in hiding, in suits, just living everyday life. And I was just thinking, like, to episode 5, like, damn, dude, Mark, he's not gonna be able to rest because he knows they're there.
Yep.
And at any given point, Thrag really could, if he wanted to, just switch up and say, you know what, you blew up my planet. Fuck this. What am I doing? Or when they're done breeding, which, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 years, I don't know how long they're going to do it. I don't know. But when they're done, who's to say they just don't blow up the Earth?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lose-lose at the end of the day. Thrag is still going to be Thrag. He's still going to take over because he's going to have more Viltrumites. You don't win that either way. All you're doing is postponing it. It's so crazy, man.
And there's a positive in postponing it because then you can at least try to come up with some sort of plan.
Yeah.
But like, I was just like, damn, I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
And it goes back into a point that J-Mag was talking about, why he looks at Oliver different than Mark. Now we fucking know. Because they were gonna go to Earth and breed. Like, it's so crazy.
Well, I think he came to that conclusion after he was about to kill Mark, and he's looking at Mark and he's, oh shit, wait a minute, there's a planet where I can get my race back, and then he let him go. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was thinking of that in the moment.
But why can't he do that anywhere?
Because he doesn't see them as close to pure as he can, because obviously that's how he sees Oliver. And you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but for sure, I think he came to that conclusion after almost killing Mark.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, he might have just had that plan, but I don't know. I just, man, that was awesome because I was not expecting that whatsoever. That was great to me.
We thought we had another. They've done it a few times in the season. You know, these songs. We thought another. Yeah, we had another song. He's flying through the sky.
Fucking with it.
Nope. He said nope. Thrag's in this one. That was crazy. No, you can't be fucking around. Now, you do not have a choice, but yet you still must make one. Damn! Come on now. I had to look it up. I had to look it up. Yeah.
And then, unless you could think of something before that part, the post-credit scene, which Cody, did you see the post-credit scene?
No. That's insane, though. It's literally like 5 seconds at most. It's literally 5 seconds.
Which one's the scene?
It's with Alan.
Alan, what happened?
There's no way. That's like the thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I said, it sets up next season. And what the future might hold.
Yeah. Okay. I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it. I promise. Scourge. I saw it.
Yeah, that was crazy. And
what it was revealed to actually be. Oh my god.
what I'm thinking, just what the thought was after that scene finished, Alan might take it the wrong way that Mark is letting the Viltrumites live there, because I think that's going to get out one way or the other. Like, they're going to figure out that they're there. And that might cause a fucking spiral in his head. Like, damn, do I use this shit on Mark and Oliver and just get rid of all Viltrumites like Homeboy wanted? Because now he has the weapon.
And it's not even that, though. It's not even that. He said it'll take out anybody that's like the Viltrumites. So the entire human race should be gone. Like, it's going to wipe out everybody, not just Viltrumites.
Oh, I didn't think
so. I don't.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't think Alan would do it is because I just think Alan is such a pure spirit. Like, he really respects Mark to a limit where he wouldn't do that to him, regardless of it.
Give him a few years running the council, you know. Give him a few years having that stress of, like, where are they? You know, we're in fear. What's going on? You're not doing your job. Like, well, we don't feel safe.
And to him, it's just like, you just let them breed on your planet.
Yeah. Yeah. So now you're making so close to beating them. Yeah, you're making more. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
It's just the optics of it,
for sure.
Like, it's fucked. But bro, and then Thrag goes, "All right, you'll never hear from me again." I was
that was crazy.
God.
That's what I was gonna say, because you're excited for season 5. Do you think we even get them in season 5? I don't think we get them for another season or so.
I thought about this because we had this conversation last season. We didn't think we were gonna get the Viltrumite War this season.
Right. We thought it was set up. Right.
I think it's easily done with either a time skip because of what's happened, or it ends up with Alan. They tell Alan, and in a few episodes we get an altercation ready.
But Thrag also told him, "You can't tell the coalition we're here."
Can't tell anybody. I think he said, right?
That's what I don't get. How the fuck did Cecil not know they were there? Like, Cecil.
Oh no, you're right. I mean, I'm thinking back on past seasons. He had fucking monitors to detect people flying in.
He literally had a scene with Nolan. Like, you knew Nolan was there. You didn't know the rest of them niggas pulled up. And mind you, it's a bunch of Viltrumites.
I think they had to have. No, they didn't have a ship, right? They didn't have a ship.
No, they had to fly in, and it's like I don't understand how Cecil didn't know.
Yeah,
Cecil knows damn near everything that has to happen with Earth.
That's fair, because he detected Alan on his sensors in season 1. Since you just rewatched it, shit, like he saw Alan coming. So yeah, that's a fair point. I
forgot it was Alan because I was thinking, like, damn, who the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I love Invincible. Mm-hmm. I do. Because as I was rewatching the season 1 finale, and I was just enjoying that whole episode, I was like, damn, the rewatchability of this shit might be there. Because it's just so good, and you can see how characters are thinking right now, what's going to transpire later. Characters are alive right now that aren't going to be later. Seeing Rex back, it's just crazy. And yeah, I honestly cannot wait for season 5. I really can't. I think that did a great job in setting up, like, just whatever it's going to be. I don't know. Because this season, just like, you know, previous seasons kind of started with, you know, not Viltrumite stuff, just kind of regular villain stuff.
Yeah.
And the Hell storyline might come back into play next season somewhere.
Yeah, that's got to, right? Yeah.
I don't know because they tried to open the portal to get back the other two.
Yep.
That shit went haywire. I don't know what the fuck that creature was.
Tripping.
Cecil said, yeah, they're going to have to find their own way back home. I said, damn.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Mark still doesn't know about the other Invincibles, man. That the doctors got cooking. So that might be a way that Conquest comes up again. Like, hey, what the fuck are you? Hey, and speaking of this, motherfucker, you didn't kill Conquest? Like I told you. Like, I could see all that kind of coming to head once he finds out about the other Invincibles. So.
And then now it might be a way where, you know what? Cecil might know. But it's on a point of, what can Cecil do?
I mean, because I'm trying to think, Cecil is a very logical person at times. So, like, he probably saw them coming in. But no, he would have told Mark. He would have said something to Mark. He would have, like, Mark, they're here. Like at least.
Well, do we know? I mean, I guess it's safe to assume they've been there for a while.
What,
But
at
I
least a
don't know.
week?
At
Fuck,
least.
I don't know. He might just be scared, man. Like Cecil just might be like, damn.
Then why
They
pull up
got
on
here?
Nolan?
Yeah, that too. They got here. Nothing's fucking happened.
Yeah.
Let me assess this a little bit closer, and then I'll bring it to marker. I don't know.
Yeah.
But to your point, I don't see how he doesn't know. So I would think he does. It's just
That's fair, yeah.
there's however many of them. They've never seen that many Viltrumites on Earth. You guys be like, fuck.
Which is where Viltrumite free, like 6 months ago, whatever the fuck it was. He said that line too. He's like, all right, this is the first time in human history, or what, I don't know how many years that we're Viltrumite free. And now that motherfucker went to being the most Viltrumites ever. Craziness.
Because the way he's talking to Mark, it doesn't even seem like he trusts him all the way.
Nah. I just think at the end of the day, he does not trust Viltrumites, regardless of who you are.
Yeah.
Because remember when before the war started, Nolan pulled up, and then when they left, them niggas was ready to let everything loose.
Yeah, that's a fact. Another thing, and J-Mac, I don't know if you're gonna remember this because it's kind of niche from the season 1 finale, but Cecil told Debbie, I forgot what the line was, but that they're not gonna have to worry about money because of whatever Cecil set up because of Omni-Man leaving. But then when Debbie left Earth, she's like, don't worry, the bills are gonna be on auto pay. What fucking bills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cecil's taking care of your whole shit. Like, matter of fact, what the fuck do y'all need money for?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Invincible's over there fucking running his own superhero service because he needs money and shit. I mean, I guess it's because his own life, you could say, with him and Eve. But why wouldn't Cecil be taking care of him too?
He wouldn't take Cecil's money.
I mean,
It was just that line caught me off guard.
No, for sure, I could see that. Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck? But no, unless y'all have anything else to say, phenomenal fucking season. I think it's my favorite. I think it's the best. I really
I'm telling y'all, it progressed. It literally just progressed throughout the entire season. It did not slow up. And even if you call the ending slow, it was the way it was plotted was amazing. Best season for me.
I think I'm there.
Because I would have to rewatch all the way 1 and 3. I think 2 is definitely last, but 1 and 3 is tough for me because 1 was so long ago. Like you look at when 1 dropped, like 2021. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I really don't remember that season other than the highlights.
Yeah.
But season 3, you know, I know there's great episodes in there. There's the Invincible War, there's Powerplex, like there's great stuff in season 3 for sure. And obviously Conquest. So it'd be cool, but for sure 4 for me, like it awakened something, man. Like honestly, I'm to the point I love this shit so much. I'm not totally against the live action. And the live action I was on the fence about. But I would be kind of interested to see what they do with that.
Yeah.
So this shit was awesome. I'm all the way.
Hell yeah. All right. There you go. Invincible season finale review from us here at LFG. But at the end of the day, our reviews are just our opinions. Make sure you guys go ahead and watch these episodes for yourselves. Come back and share your thoughts. That is it, right? That's all the weekly shows that we got. We could get into individuals. If you guys, I mean, obviously, if you guys are watching the pod and you're like, well, what happened to From? You guys are at From Lee all the time. We drop those episodes on YouTube. So if you guys want to get our thoughts on that, go head over to our YouTube, click subscribe, and the From review is up there. We got 2 episodes into that right now. So make sure you guys go check those out if you guys didn't know. So let's get into our individuals. Cody, anything new? Oh, right now, I think you can jump in on me with it. I don't want to. Jet, anything new?
No.
Okay. I'll go into my. It's a rewatch, and I mean I've talked about this movie before, but I was like in the mood to watch it again, and obviously I've seen it multiple times. I was just like, hey, let me see. It's been a little minute since I've seen it. Rewatch of Warrior, man. I don't think you guys have seen it, Jet, or maybe Jet has. I don't know if you remember.
I have seen Warrior.
Okay, then yeah, maybe it's just Cody. I rewatched Warrior. I mean, obviously, yeah, the brothers. You seen it?
I believe so.
Oh shit!
The one was a teacher.
Yeah. with Tom Hardy. And,
Yeah.
Okay, no, yeah. Then I'm surprised. I didn't think I was gonna talk to you guys to make sure you guys watch it, but they've seen it already. There you go. No, I rewatched it, and it still hits, man. This was my favorite movie before Dune came out, and you guys know me here. Justin and Cody's brother stuff is gonna always get me. That's just how it is. And when I first, even before I had my kids, this movie came out way before. I was already crying in the theater because of the stuff that happened, and it's the same emotions. Nick Nolte. I think it's just a fantastic performance. He is such a good actor. Hopefully, we can get him in if he's even on that list whenever we bring that up again. But the performances by Nick Nolte, I thought was phenomenal. Was great. The way they treat him was just like heartbreaking, man. And I get it. I completely understand. Like, he was an abusive father. He was an aggressive father. All of this. But to see where we see him in this point in the movie, in his life and his journey, and trying to be sober. I think it was for like 10 years, 20 years, something like that. But and the way that his kids just treat him, it's like, damn, that's heartbreaking. So that was still tough to watch and get all that and seeing him do that. So great performance by him. Great performance by Tom Hardy. He was like really stoic, but at the same time, he was, giving you some emotion in the face and ferocity. And then when he's talking about to his fallen soldier's brother's wife and trying to take care of that, I think Tom Hardy's performance in here was great as well. So the emotions here for this movie was just still there. Like, it was just phenomenal for me, and I still have it in high regards. It's number 2, the way I'm looking at the movies. Obviously, if you guys don't know, there you go. It's number 2 in my top 5. But yeah, fantastic. If you guys haven't seen Warrior, like, I do highly recommend checking it out. It is such a great movie. I think you guys won't be disappointed in that one. But that is my rewatch for that. Just wanted to briefly talk on that. And the one that Cody could jump in on me with, I've only seen one episode, Cody. So I just wanted to briefly.
I can do that too.
Yeah, so I could talk about it, but I did want to talk about Beef season 1. Cody talked about this, whenever that first dropped, and I was like, damn, that kind of sucks. He didn't recommend watching it, and I can see that. Like, he's not completely wrong for that. I don't know if I would recommend it. It's definitely more of a slow burn and giving you story for Stephen Yeun's character, and I think it's Ali Wong? Yeah, Ali Wong. His character, the way it starts, I think was really good. I was like, damn, what the fuck is Cody talking about? This is fucking good. Like, holy shit. And then it slows down. And then it's like, all right, hold on. Yeah, you got the beef now, road rage incident. Now let's make sure you guys understand the deepness of why they're the way they are and down on their luck. And one's really rich and the other one's just struggling to make ends meet, but they're in the same position when it comes to mentally and being happy and things like that. And I thought that was cool. But the show is a slow burn for sure. I think it was still good. I think it was the second to last. Yeah, I think it was the second to last episode was really good when they're in the mansion. And that was a good episode. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. And then the season finale was pretty good, where they finally come together and they're understanding, because they have to be. Like, they still had beef at the end. Yeah, they have to be. They still had beef. And it was kind of crazy because they have beef throughout the whole season, but they come to like this middle point, this understanding once the daughter gets kidnapped, it seemed like. But they see each other again in fucking vehicles yet again, and it's like the same shit. No, I'm chasing you down, like, fucking accident happens, and now they have to fucking be stranded in the desert together. And they actually found out, you know what? We're the same person. We're the same person. We're in the same situation mentally, emotionally. Like, damn, you're actually pretty cool. And then for the way that season ended and what happened, I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Like, wow, he went out like that. And I think it was more of an autistic thing. I don't know. That's what I took it as when he wrapped his arm around her at the end. But yeah,
that's why I felt like they were trying to like match them. Like,
I could see that for sure. I could definitely see that. And I don't know if that happened. Obviously, they left it like the way they did, and who knows if he's okay or not. But yeah, I think the beginning was good. And then those last 2 episodes are really good. It's just the and it's needed. I get it. It's needed for the characters that you understand what they're going through. But it is a slow burn. Yeah, I can get that point. But yeah, moving on to season 2, and obviously we talked about this on the pod in the news. Oscar Isaac is on this season, and right away when Oscar Isaac's involved in something, I gotta watch it. So that's just how it is. I enjoyed episode 1. I really did. It's a different take on beef. Like, the episode 1 set up just a very generic, this is why we got beef, because of road rage and fuck you. And this other one was a little bit more like, like emotional or I guess mental side of it. Like it was kind of it was different. It deals with like situation where you're like, oh fuck, okay. And they took beef among couples this time, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac did his fucking thing. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. In the first episode, like he shows you why he's him. He's got range, and he showed it here. He's like this cool boss, and yet at home he's this like fighting couple, and then yet he goes and shows this like other side of him when he's on the golf course talking to her about the whole incident. Like Oscar Isaac did phenomenal in this, and I'm super excited to watch the rest of the season. And it's a different take on beef, so I thought it was cool. So I look forward to it.
I don't know her name, but his wife, she was acting her ass off too, man.
Lindsay in the show, Carey Mulligan is the actress, but yeah, for sure. Did you like the first episode, Cody?
Yeah. I'm gonna finish that season because I want to know how they're gonna play this out. But
yeah, for sure. But yeah, there you go. Just a brief little talk on episode 1 of Beef. Let us know if you guys are watching it, what you guys thought about season 1, episode 1 of season 2, your thoughts on all of that. But at the end of the day, our reviews are just our opinions. So make sure we encourage you guys to go out and watch these episodes for yourselves, gather your own opinion, come back and share your thoughts. That is it. That is all our What We Watches. Let us know what you guys thought about our What We Watches. Let us know what you guys are watching down in the comments below. Love to hear what you guys. And I say this. I think it's been a minute since I said it, but if you guys are watching this right now and you guys are watching stuff that we're not watching, definitely drop those down in the comments. I would love to see what you guys are watching so that maybe we can go watch it and do a review on that. That would be pretty cool. So drop all those in the comments below. But let's go into LFG news. Let's see what we got on the docket this week. And
you forgot the movie.
Oh shit!
Oh
my God,
shit!
It's been there you go. Never mind. Not LFG news. Rewind. It's been a minute since we've done a movie of the week. I forgot, and I was super excited to talk about this one because this one is going crazy. Both good and bad. Michael is the movie of the week on this one. I'm gonna lead it off here because I have no idea what you guys thought about it. I don't think we've really even alluded to how you guys thought about it. But for those of you that don't know, I think it was sitting like at a 38. I'll check it right now critically. And then audience score the last time I checked was 97. So you got two ends of the spectrum here, critics and audience. And I'm with the audience, man. I really, really enjoyed this movie a lot. Like I really liked it. I have one issue with it, and obviously we'll go into that. But I am at a 9 on this movie. I enjoyed it, man. Like the music was great. Seeing him, the performances were great. I'm gonna get into all that. Both Michael Jacksons were well acted. I think that was really good. The bodyguard was well acted. He did a great job. And then you get Coleman Domingo's performance in this, which was just phenomenal. Like he should get a Oscar nomination nod, I think. So I look forward to seeing that. But he did great. So performances, music, the story. I think we can talk about that. Where I think, at least for John Campio, and I can understand this point, where he has an issue with it. But I thought it was good, and I think this is gonna make a lot of money, as it already has. I think it broke the fucking record already for biography. Music biography. Yeah.
That shit's at like 200 million already.
Shattered it, bro. Like I think it was like 50-60 million was the record. Shattered it. So yeah, there you go. But a 9 for me. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Like I had a good time with it. So that's where I'm at.
Mine's gonna be a little long. So do you want to
go? Sure. I'm not completely with J-Mag. My opinion is kind of in the middle, and then I have some reasons for it. But I am easily convinced it's Michael Jackson. I thought the performances were great as well. I just had some issues as far as storytelling and pacing, I guess. And we'll see when we get into it. So I'm at like right now, I want to say I'm at a 6. It's not bad though. I'm just at a 6.
I have been wrestling with this movie ever since I watched it on Thursday, pack screening, as I thought it would be. You know, when we did our movie draft, I saw Michael at the end, and I was like, "Fuck!" I completely forgot about that movie. And so I always knew this movie was going to be big, for better or for worse, for good review, bad review, whatever it's going to be. Like it's Michael Jackson. It's the king of pop. Like it's going to be huge regardless. I think this movie does things well, but I think as far as telling the story of one of the most prolific people to ever walk the planet, I think it falls short, and I think it falls short quite a bit, honestly. Everything, whether it's a music scene or like anything that did in the development of a song or a set piece, I thought was exceptional. Like Jafar Jackson in this, bro, sometimes I had to remind myself that wasn't fucking Michael. Especially the first time when he started talking, I was like, oh fuck. Because I've heard him speak in interviews, his voice is not that soft. Like it's on the softer side, but he tapped into some other shit to, you know, play his uncle, and man, there's some great performances in here, but that was crazy to me. Because I would believe that casting somebody to play Michael is probably one of the hardest things ever. Because not only do they have to pick up on his mannerisms, you know, like talking and things like that, but he also has to dance and sing and be able to do shit like that. And Jafar did that incredibly well. So that was really cool to see. But where the movie kind of falls for me is like actually being a movie, I guess I could say. Like for me, it just felt like scene and then scene and then scene and then scene, and to me it didn't feel like the actual flow of a movie was taking place. Like I just felt like I was seeing that this happened to Michael, that was great, and then this happened to Michael, that was great, and oh, the Pepsi thing happened, so that kind of sucked, but then this happened to Michael, that was great, and then this happened to Michael, that was great, and I don't know, like it just didn't flow that good to me as a movie. And I have all the room in the world to be biased when it comes to something like this, because just short personal story, my grandfather that passed away last year, growing up, he was the biggest, and I mean the biggest Michael Jackson fan that I knew. Like he had all the albums on CDs, he had all these different posters, and he would be in his room laying down watching the Jacksons, the American Dream, that TV miniseries. And so in turn, you know, when you're living with somebody and you're growing up like that, you know, just by association, you're gonna be a fan of whatever they're into. And so I was always a big Michael Jackson fan. And you know, when he passed away, that was that because I don't really cry when celebrities die. When Mike died, like I was destroyed. And obviously I was a little kid, so like my emotions were kind of everywhere. But that was like the first and one of the only celebrities where like that shit tore me up. And so, you know, for a lot of people, for everyone, Mike is just so, you know, he in a lot of instances, he's bigger than life, man. Like people would see this guy and they would faint. Like he's that much of a superstar globally. And I feel like even on that front, like the movie did an okay job of displaying how famous he was, but even people that I've talked to that have seen the movie, like, bro, he's more famous than that. Yeah. Like it's actually insane. So, you know, sorry for going on a long tangent here, but it's kind of crazy. I was fighting between a 7 or a 6 because I did enjoy watching the movie, but I couldn't get over that aspect of this doesn't feel like it's flowing very well.
I slightly agree with the way that you're saying that it was structured, and it's only because the way I saw the movie, like the way like it paced, it felt like, and I don't know why a lot of movies that are like biography movies, like autobiography movies, like why do they do this? But they try to make like a villain, and they try to make like the story around like his dad, obviously. And I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but it just felt so much like his life was bad because of his dad, and we're gonna just show you parts of his life and how his dad was in those parts, and it's basically forcing you to feel bad. And they did a good job at making you feel bad, but it's like I just felt like it wasn't really. We weren't really getting. Why are you barking? We weren't really getting like a full like in-depth Michael Jackson story. We were getting. He tried to make y'all this, and he was being a very over aggressive dad and forcing y'all to do this and that, and
it's worse than what they showed in the movie.
Yeah, and
he used to beat the dog shit out of Michael.
And like they just like it just I felt like it was so much of that story was too consumed with him. Like I don't care about Joseph this much. I care about Michael, man. Like, why are we getting so much Joseph in a Michael story? And I guess he is that, like, you know what I mean? Like, he did do all
Yeah,
of
he
that.
started all that.
But it's like, it's felt excessive. And it was to a point where I was like, why are we seeing more of that than of Michael's life? And then by the time hours were passing, I'm like, this man is still like, we're still in the 80s. We got 30 more years to go. Like,
that was another thing. Like, it went from the tour to he was in the bad era. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
we just skipped so much shit. What the fuck?
And then they just ended it.
And again, like, they had to cut out a lot of shit from this movie, so I didn't really harp on that point too much. But like, at the end of the day, if you're still gonna release that movie, like, there has to be some cohesion there, at least for me. I don't know, I'm speaking for me, so I don't gotta say that. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it was lacking on that front. But you know what, Andrea's in line with J-Mag. Like, she loved it, and I don't think anyone's crazy for loving it that much. Like, it's fucking Michael. It's fucking Michael.
It's just,
but yeah, I don't know if that's the aspiring movie critic in me talking, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it could have been done better.
yeah.
I guess is where I kind of land on.
All right, J-Mag. Get it out.
No, you guys aren't wrong. I mean,
Oh.
my issue came with the beginning of the movie, and kind of that shit was going fast. Like, that pacing was really fast. Like 1969, 1970, 1971.
Yeah.
That shit was jumping. I said, oh fuck. And then all of a sudden, you know, we get the carnival, you know, concert that he had going on, and then it just jumps to Jafar being in the window. Fuck, that was like really fast. And then now that Jet's mentioning, I could see, like, okay, we're on this song. All right, now we're gonna move to this song. We're on this song. Now we're gonna move on to this song. So you're not wrong for that point. But so my issues came from the beginning, the pacing. That's why it's not a 10. It's not a 10. It's a 9 for me. But I mean, yeah, I just enjoyed the movie. Like, I just enjoyed Michael seeing it like that. Seeing the music was hidden. Everybody was dancing. I was singing it. Well, not dancing, but I was singing with it. Gloria's over there singing with it. Like, at the end of the day, you could enjoy, just see this movie and just be like, fuck, man, this shit's good.
Yeah.
Seeing him do Beat It and the way he did that and brought the gangs together,
a lot.
I thought, damn, that was pretty cool. Like, that was really cool. One of my favorite scenes, if not my favorite scene, though, was when we first see Miles Teller in this, and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot you're in here and you're fucking sitting at the end of the table. Shit. I loved that scene, and I loved that interaction, because he kind of took control. Everybody else was like, no, don't worry, Michael, we're gonna take care of you. And Miles is like, nah, like, I know exactly what you want to be, I know exactly where you want to go, and I can take you there. And I love that interaction between them, and that scene I think was really good for me, so I enjoyed that. And then Miles Teller as a character, I thought was pretty cool.
Let me say, your first job, fire Joseph.
yeah.
Oh shit!
How do you want
you? You're
How
dead.
do you want me to? Yeah. How do you want me to do that? Fast, immediately. Like, damn. Yeah. But no, I mean, I love the performances in here. Speaking on Giuliano Valdi, which was young Michael, like, he killed it. Like, he absolutely killed it. And I was like, damn, Jafar, you got some big shoes to fill, because fuck, he did good. Like, he fucking killed it. And then obviously Jafar, and I'm like, oh, fuck, all right, my bad, bro. You guys casted both Michaels perfectly, and I thought that was really cool. And then, like I said, Coleman Domingo just being that asshole. It's like, you get this.
Oh my god!
You get this moment with Michael and Jafar, and the one that I can recall is when he's in the hospital. And you got Miles Teller bringing in the Mickeys. Hey, did you bring that? And then, yeah, I did that. And he's like, oh, cool. That's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden, it just fucking jumps to Coleman. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, damn, you're a fucking asshole. Like, I don't want to be here with you. You know? And that goes to Cody's point. Like, damn, I don't want so much Joe Jackson. But I think in my instance, that's just Coleman doing his performance. Like, fuck, man, you're just an asshole, and I don't want to see you. And he's I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. He's menacing in here. For sure. Yeah, absolutely. He's the prosthetics and the makeup. Like, yeah, he looks different, and then he just brings that performance out. Yeah, the roles in here were just fucking insane. I really enjoyed it. Seeing Mike Myers, and at first I didn't know that was Mike Myers. I'm looking at it like, wait a minute. You look familiar. Is that Mike Myers? And then I didn't look it up, but as the scene went, I'm like, yeah, that's Mike Myers, the head of CBS in the office.
Yeah, he called MTV.
Yeah, he called MTV, which
that
was
was
cool.
cool.
Too.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
This.
Yeah, that was a great scene. So yeah, seeing Mike Myers in there, I was like, damn, that was pretty cool. Like, he did a good job in that little screen time that he had, and I thought that was awesome. But no, yeah, you guys aren't wrong for your takes. I guess to me, it was one of those instances where I just kind of enjoyed what I was watching more than actually thinking about it, you know. And
that's fine.
I enjoyed it a lot. So, where I thought it was gonna end, and this is a 2-part movie. If you guys didn't know, and John Campea is like, you don't, that shouldn't be a fucking excuse for this. Like, you shouldn't need 2 parts. You know, hence Lord of the Rings, hence fucking Dune, hence all these other movies that have 2 parts. But yeah, you can go watch them individually. But it is a 2-part movie, and it even says at the end, I think his story will continue. So we'll see where that goes. But where I thought it was gonna end, it was the beat it phase. You know, like he got the jacket. That's the way it started. You know, he got the black jacket. He turns around. He finally shed Joe, and it kept going to give us that performance, which I thought, by the way, that was a great scene. I think it did show a good job of how these fans like really viewed Michael, and people fainting. They had like, they're all right, here's another one. You know, they pulled them over. Here's another one, and they just kept doing that, and they're just cheering, and grown men are crying because of him and things like that, just singing his music and things like that. I thought that was really well done, and that concert was cool. But to me, I think I would have liked it where it ended right there. We're like, all right, we're done with this first half of it, and we're done with Joe. Now we're gonna get into Mike's new era without Joe. So, but I thought it was a good movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, Andrea felt the same way. I don't hate that. You know, a lot of critics were coming out, and I even saw one guy on TikTok say, you know, it's one of the worst movies he's ever seen, and I can't get on board with crazy. That. Yeah. It's nowhere near that. There's a lot of great performances in here. One of my favorites was Kalen Jones that played Bill Bray, which was, you know, Michael's security guard, really.
Mm-hmm.
Just throughout the whole movie, man, you know, at first he gets hired by Joe, so he's working with Joe, but just the more that it progresses and Michael gets more famous and more money, you know, he obviously ends up going with Michael, and you could just tell that was Michael's dad, man.
Yeah.
Like that was the person that you know, he was closest with and was always there at every step and every turn. And I just want everything to go okay with him, because he was just so nice to Michael, and nobody else really was besides, you know, his brothers were fine, and you know, his mom was there, but his mom, nobody can stop Joe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like that performance, but everybody did good. The movie, I don't know how part 2 is gonna play out, man. Cause now, do you just get into the allegations, and is that just the centerpiece of the whole second part? Like,
that's what it sounds like. Because Joe shouldn't be a factor after this.
Yeah.
And what else are you gonna make the villain besides himself? How do they picture it? Like, I don't think they allow them to make him like
this produced by his family.
Yeah,
so, like,
I don't think they make it out to
how in depth does it go? That's why
like, I think they try to stay true to what he really was and show that the allegations really were like not true, and just showing how it affected him.
I'd be surprised if this movie takes that turn, though, because they didn't do that with this first one. They didn't really, and this is what John Campea's point. He wanted more of Michael's life. Like, let's spend the actual time with learning all this stuff that he went through and doing that, instead of a quote unquote like not he didn't say concert movie, you know, type of feel good, let's enjoy the music type of movie. You know, he wanted an actual
like a celebration
story.
of
Yes, exactly, a celebration. And that's more what John Campea wanted. So I don't see them doing that all of a sudden in part 2. Like, that'd be a weird tone and a weird switch to kind of flip. But I mean, if they do, we're just gonna have to see how it gets done. So I don't know. Neverland. I mean, we could see Neverland getting done. You know, that was a big point of him growing up in this movie, like him wanting that escape and being a child. Even from the very opening scene of, you know, the kids are playing outside and he's looking out the window because he just wants to be a kid. He just wants to go outside and play. And him growing up the way he did, he didn't get to do that. And so I don't know. Maybe we could do the whole Neverland thing that he got into. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know why I'd do a part 2. Like, I guess for money, but at that point, I feel
like they had to have this already planned out, right? Like, they know they already said this is going to be a 2-part movie, so they have a direction at least, right? It's not like, let's wait and see how much money this makes, and then if it makes good, well, let's do a part 2. So At least they have. At least I hope so, right? I hope they have a direction for it.
Because it was originally like 4 hours, I think.
See,
and then
they had to scrap whatever they had to scrap
they had to scrap that.
So maybe the second part can be that movie then. You know, maybe that's what they intended this movie to be, and then all of a sudden it's like, fuck, we can't do a majority of this movie because of what happened. Like, oh shit, then let's just make it a celebration movie. People will like that for now, and we'll see where we can pivot and do. Maybe they can. Maybe they're doing that. I don't know.
Yeah, guess we'll see.
All right, there you go, Michael. What did you settle on, Jet? 6?
I'll go with 7.
I'll go with 7. It's Michael Jackson. There you go. 6, 7, 9 from us here at LFG. But at the end of the day, our reviews are just our opinions. We encourage you guys to go out and watch this movie, gather your own opinion, come back and share your thoughts. Now that is all our What We Watches. Let us know what you guys are watching down in the comments below. That'll be pretty cool. But let's get into our news and let's see what LFG's got for pop culture news.
Starting off with a banger. The Invincible TV series is now a little over halfway through the comics. Robert Kirkman has said they're planning 7 to 9 seasons. Season 5 is aiming to release in 2027. So
7 to 9.
7 to 9.
What are we on? 4? Yeah.
They finna drag this out then. We finna have a whole season on Earth.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. What do we get? I think we get the Viltrumites at the end of the first, the like season finale type shit. Where they're finally coming back up. I don't know.
So like, you don't think we don't see any Viltrumites?
I don't think
like
so.
Not even one, just one of them. He just happens to run into one of them.
Because this is the thing. We're forgetting that this is the show started with no threats of Viltrumites at the time. Besides
that's
Nolan.
true.
So there could be more normal worldly threats that are affecting them that they have to deal with.
True.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how you just...
It would be crazy if every now and then you just have Viltrumites helping out just because they have to protect the planet. And like you see that throughout the season. And then it builds up to something at the end of the season where they have to like interact. But I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. So
he said you'll never see me again. So I mean, I believe him. So.
I ain't got no choice.
Yeah, I believe him.
But the biggest thing here,
Mark, he just flies away.
The biggest thing here is aiming to release in 2027.
Yes.
That's fire.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it every year. Come on.
Especially if the animation ain't gonna be up there.
Yeah, if it ain't, I'm already used to it. I get it. And that's a valid criticism. I can't deny it. That's a valid criticism. But I'm used to it. Fuck it. It is what it is. As long as the storytelling is there and it's not completely shit animation to where it's unwatchable, I'm fine.
Yeah,
exactly. Gen V has officially been canceled after 2 seasons. How do y'all feel?
Damn, that's just canceled. Like, not that it finished.
It's over.
They're done with it.
It's done. Scrapped it. I didn't get to watch. I started it because I wanted to watch this before I got into the latest season of The Boys. I just never went back to it, man. It's just kind of one of those things like, I don't feel like it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with. Well, obviously, there's more on this on the next slide. But yeah, I think I'll go back and finish.
Gen V characters will return in other VOT Cinematic Universe projects. Wow, we wish we could keep the party going another season at, how do you pronounce this? Godolkin. We're committed to continuing the Gen V character stories in The Boys Season 5 and other VCU projects on the horizon. You'll see them again.
VCU.
The VCU, yeah. They wanted to name their universe. There you go, VCU. Boys Season 5, so they're going to come up. At least some of them. I got to finish this before that shit happens. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's cool though. At least those characters are cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
At least we'll still see them.
A movie adaptation of Battlefield is in the works. Michael B. Jordan will produce and potentially star in the film. Christopher McGuire is set to direct.
Let's see what he's done.
McQuarrie? I think he's worked with Michael B. Jordan before, if I remember that name. But yeah, there you go. Battlefield, Call of Duty, at war again, man. Taking it to the big screen.
Usual.
Yeah, there you go.
Jack Reacher and 4 Mission Impossible films:
That's-
Rogue Nation, Fallout, Dead Reckoning, and The Final Reckoning.
Tom Cruise was the one he
Damn.
mentioned. Yeah, that's the one that I heard. And I think Christopher McQuarrie, in other news, because I don't have this, the director for Top Gun 3, that's happening, is not gonna be there. Which obviously he directed F1, he directed Top Gun Maverick. He's not gonna be there, so the rumors are it's gonna be Christopher McQuarrie to go do that one as well.
Oh man, I don't know. So we're getting a Call of Duty movie and a Battlefield movie. That's crazy.
Yep.
Life is progressing, man.
Pick one.
Side are you on?
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker have turned down initial offers for Rush Hour 4, offered $8 million each. They previously made $20 million for the last film. It's unclear if financing is locked in. Filming has been delayed and won't start until September at the earliest.
So they were gonna do this without them anyway.
That's what it sounded like.
Filming has been delayed and it won't start until September at the earliest. But it says Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker have turned down initial offers.
Or maybe they're making the film, but they haven't got the pay down yet. Like, they're still doing it, but they haven't finalized how much they're getting paid.
You don't work until you get paid, until you get that contract.
But maybe like they care so much about it that they want to do it, but they turn down what their offer was. I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. And if the money's the issue, that obviously it probably is. But if they're looking for that $20 million, it's like, damn, you guys aren't going to get that. Like,
I don't know when this picture was taken, but Jackie looks so young.
I think that's on the set of 3 or right after 3. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that movie's not making that much fucking money, man. So
you might feel that way. We making $400 million. James Ortiz, the puppeteer behind Rocky in Project Hail Mary, will be submitted for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars.
He's the puppeteer and the voice. I had to look that up, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. How do we feel about just the puppeteer? But no, he's Rocky. He's Rocky.
I guess. I mean, as much as I love Project Hail Mary, this nigga better not win.
Well, yeah, you don't think so?
Better supporting actors out there, man.
I don't even see a nomination, if I'm gonna be honest. For Rocky?
I could see it.
I don't know about that one.
Compared to Coleman, because obviously the one that comes to mind right now is Coleman Domingo. Like, I feel like he should get the nod for sure. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't see that compared to Coleman.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
A man has been arrested in Singapore for allegedly leaking The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender. Early investigations indicate he gained unauthorized remote access to a server. He faced a maximum of 7 years in jail, a fine of up to $50,000, or both.
I don't know if this is the guy that... probably not, right? This is probably just another guy that decided to leak it too.
Yeah, I guess.
He said, fuck, we can't get that guy. Let's get this fucker. Like, it's kind of crazy, though.
Damn.
That's not that bad, huh?
Wow.
7 years in jail and a fine of $50,000.
That's pretty...
Like, that's it for leaking a fucking multi-million-dollar studios movie?
If you don't think that's a lot, that's kind of crazy.
I think that's a lot. The jail time, the $50,000?
That's 7 years?
7 years in jail? That's
for a quarter of...
And only $50,000? For a movie that's going to make millions?
$50,000 to this person, like, he's never going to pay that. Like, don't get that. That motherfucker is going to struggle his whole life to fucking pay that shit, and he's never going to get paid. So that...
Right.
Yeah. 7 years in jail, that's a lot of time. Obviously, that's the max. I don't think he's going to get the max. But if he were to get the fucking max, that's... Damn. You think it should be harsher just for leaking a film? Just for like, fuck it, here's... They used to sell DVDs at the fucking swap meets. They probably still do.
Yeah, but like...
People used to download music illegally all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they caught this nigga. They don't catch them other ones. And I just feel like... I feel like this is so crazy, bro. Like, they just lost millions of dollars. I don't even know how much that shit costs to make. But
$50,000.
Like, we're talking about Paramount here.
$50,000, they're gonna get their money back for it. No, I mean, I think that's steep. I think that's already...
I don't know.
What were they gonna try to do? Get their money back from this guy for the whole merger and shit?
Crazy world, man. Warner Bros. Insider says the Paramount merger is frustrating as the company reportedly didn't need to sell for financial reasons, according to Variety. Warner Bros. Made history with 7 consecutive movies opening above $40 million at the box office. HBO Max recovered from a $2.1 billion loss in 2022 to a $1.4 billion profit in 2025. Warner Bros. Film and TV operations had a standout year. Analyst Robert Fishman wrote in his review of Warner Bros. I don't know what that is. WBD's 2025 full year financials.
That right there, that second bullet point, from a $2.1 billion loss to a $1.4 billion profit, that's fucking impressive.
That's actually insane.
That's crazy that they were able to turn it around like that. But no, yeah, from what I understand, this dude had no choice but to go and listen to these offers, and obviously what Paramount did, they weren't gonna fucking turn down that offer. So that shit sucks, man, because they didn't want to do it. At least the head, I think it's Zaslav, is the head of the studio. He didn't want to do it, and that's unfortunate. That sucks.
Damn.
That does suck.
That sucks.
Let's see what we got next. New Absolute Batman cover pays homage to Luffy's Gears 2 in One Piece.
When you got
Fire.
DC doing shit to pay homage to One Piece, yeah. Dope.
Yeah. That was
fire.
dope as fuck. That's a dope ass poster.
Yep.
Toei announces they're going to start developing video games. We'll start with PC games and expand into consoles later. Their initial lineup is focusing on original IP. First project will be announced on April 24.
Damn.
It's really cool, man.
Yeah.
They need to get the fuck away from Bandai as fast as possible.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a W.
They just, I don't know, Bandai, just over the years, man, sauce has been lost. So we'll see what Toei does. These games could be shit for all I know. It's hit or miss with anime games, but
Yeah.
Let's get an open world Pokemon game that I want to go on a fucking adventure, go through the gyms and the entire fucking universe of Pokemon. That would be epic. Let's get an open world, One Piece game. I've been harping on that for the longest.
the world's not ready for that.
Let's do that. Let me get my own Devil Fruit. Let me be a Marine, a pirate. Let me choose my path and let's go on that. Come on, Toei, we could do this. Like open world Pokemon, open world One Piece. Love to see.
Joe Russo says it's critically important to re-release Avengers Endgame in theaters. We'll be re-releasing the film with footage that is set in the Doomsday story that we have added to Avengers Endgame. So what you're telling me is you're going to re-release your old movie with additional scenes so that you can make more money instead of you putting the scenes in the movie to begin with. So what that tells me is after Endgame, they had no fucking clue what to do. They said, ooh, this can make sense. Let's add this to the movie. Let's make some more money off of these clowns. And then,
No, they had a fucking plan, and they fucked that plan up.
Oh, yeah,
is what
King.
happened.
Damn.
King.
Yeah, they had a plan.
Damn.
And now they're going back to because we have been
Course
saying
correct.
it for the longest. Yes, but what I was going to say is we've been saying for the longest that there's no build up to Doomsday.
There's no connection.
Now they're going back and adding that shit in the
Yeah.
fucking Endgame.
Like, this is the wildest way.
Yeah, I don't like this at all because it's adding homework for people to go do. Because why would you say it's critically important if it's not critically important? So they need you to go do that shit, or else you'll be somewhat lost watching Doomsday. But
mind you, it's in theaters. So the main question that I have is, when this re-releases in theaters, is Disney Plus going to have the updated version of this movie?
Eventually, give it a week or two. They should. I hope they will do that.
See, that's crazy. It should be same day because you should not have to go to theaters to get this.
I agree. I hope it's same day, but if it's not in the fucking first 2 weeks and they say no, it's only going to be in theaters, oh fuck.
Because I was 100. Because I remember when, I'm sure you guys do too. I remember when they announced this Endgame re-release. At that point in time, they did not say anything about it being fucking homework for Doomsday. I was super not excited, but I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go do that." We got LFG powered by Movie Pass. I'm gonna go do that. Why not? Right before Doomsday. Now it's a fucking requirement, and now it sucks that I have to go do it.
You know what's gonna piss me off? If the extra scenes is at the very end of the movie and
That's
you
what it's
basically
gonna
have
be.
to.
That's what it's gonna
Oh
be.
my!
Watch this be
I
an
told
end
you.
credit scene. Watch it be an end credit scene.
End credit scene is absurd.
I told you it's fucking Steve, man. They are
Steve comes
rewriting
back.
whatever the fuck they did with Steve.
They're
They're
gonna
rewriting
redo the
that
Steve
shit.
thing.
Did you see Campia's take on this shit?
No, I actually this last week I didn't watch Campy at all.
If he's like, if this shit is really critically in terms of like you need to go watch this shit to understand Doomsday, he went off, man. He went off on Marvel and was like, fuck you guys, I'm not gonna fucking watch it. Like he went, I had never seen him that passionate about something. But I hope it's nothing crazy, like where it's like 15 minutes of fucking scenes that they have to add in. Because that would suck. Like that, like you're really gonna go course correct
But
some
this
shit.
has to be if you're re-releasing a movie for this, it has to be more than that. Like it can't just be a 5-minute clip. Like
That's what they're thinking. Like if it's anything else than just a 5-minute clip, fuck them for doing this shit. That's kind of greedy. That's fucked up. Like that's insane. If it's an end credit scene, it needs to drop on fucking Disney Plus. Like,
Critically important though.
Yeah.
critically.
That's the words. I
Like
don't
that
know.
means it can't just be Steve just, got
Let me-
stopped by the TVA. It can't be something that simple. If it's critically, that has to be changes to that movie. Like it has to be like it doesn't like they snap and whenever Thanos and them gets reset, we see what happens over there. Like it can't just be something simple.
Again, to Cody's point, if they drop this on Disney Plus, you don't even gotta do it the same day. Like give everybody that's going to the theaters like a reason to do that.
Yes.
And it should have just been a re-release of Avengers Endgame because that was a awesome theater experience to see all that. So reliving that, I have no problem with that. But drop it the next day, a week from whenever this drops, because right now this is crazy. Like this should be whatever the fuck is critically important. You should either drop that shit online or you should just attach it to the fucking end game, and you can fucking do that. Like you're fucking Disney, you can do that. But no, you want to maximize dollars, you want to maximize profits, and tell the fucking MCU fans that are gonna do whatever you say, go do this. And that is crazy. Predatory, really.
Literally
honestly.
gonna buy a ticket to show up an hour and 30 minutes later. Probably 2 hours later.
Instead of tacking on a previously unseen clip or behind the scenes videos from Endgame, Joe Russo said the new footage is set around the story of Doomsday. It's for this reason, he said, that it's vital to bring the Endgame back to theaters. It's critically important to re-release this movie, and in fact, we will be re-releasing the film with footage that is set in the Doomsday story that we have added to Avengers Endgame. Full quote. Damn.
I don't know, man.
We'll see.
We will see. X-97 Season 2 will have its world premiere at Tribeca Film Festival in June. The series is now expected to release on Disney Plus this summer.
Where's that at? Tribeca Film Festival. That's got to be overseas, right? That sounds like it's overseas.
Tribeca.
No, that's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool that people there get to see that. Oh, it's in New York. From June 3rd through the 14th? Is that long of a festival? Oh my God.
That's not even a festival at that point. That's a goddamn holiday stay.
Yeah, that's vacation out there. That's crazy.
God damn. And it's in New York, nigga. How you paying for that?
Yeah.
Staying in New York for a week plus?
Sheesh. That's a big ass.
But no, super excited. I can't wait for this. Especially the way season 1 ended, the continuation coming from the old X-Men cartoon. Oh man. The year X-Men.
All right. Anonymous former Marvel Studios visual development team member of the recent layoffs. The visual development team was something that Kevin Feige really wanted because being a comic book fan, he had a particular vision of how things should be translated. This team was very specific, and we were often told that departments don't like having this team on. Some sort of politics were going on. Specifically, costume design didn't like having us around. The same source claims other departments would use AI in their work. I don't know if Marvel ever declared that or not, but a lot of them were using it. Not the visual development team, but the art department's costume designers. A separate anonymous laid off member doesn't think AI was a factor. I can tell you it is not because of AI, because they are planning on rehiring, but on a freelance basis. What is going on?
Just, I don't know, trying to get it for cheap. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like they're just trying to go away from these long-term contracts and just hiring on a movie-to-movie basis. I remember one of you guys kind of said last time when we were talking about this huge layoff that Marvel had, that AI was probably a factor. And I don't know.
Agreed.
And obviously they're not gonna say, but it's just crazy because one of the guys, he's been there since Iron Man 1. And he put out a whole heartfelt Twitter thing, and I along with other people felt bad for him, but it's just kind of crazy to see. And someone made a point, well, look at their last movies, kind of like the point I was trying to articulate just a little bit, but look at their last recent movies, and the VFX just have not been up to that Marvel standard that we're used to. Obviously there's exceptions. There's sometimes where it looks great, like I think Fantastic Four, it looked amazing, but different projects it's just like, ooh, where's that Marvel standard that we're used to? So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know what movies they have already have, or when this is gonna like actually take into effect, I guess after, or no, I don't even think they've shot Secret Wars. They haven't shot Secret Wars, no. So yeah, I guess we'll see with Secret Wars how that looks, but kind of wild, kind of crazy.
Did you see the visuals in and I didn't bring it up, but in Daredevil, in the fight with Kingpin and Daredevil, like the visuals were a little like a little wonky at times, like in his face, like that wasn't Vincent. Obviously it was CGI face over Vincent, but
I could kind of see that.
You know what that makes me think? All those leaks back then that were AI pictures probably were real. We just didn't realize that was their pictures in their videos because they were using AI, and we didn't believe that Marvel would use AI.
Like that Doomsday leak?
Yeah, like those are probably from them, like the Marvel. Like they probably used the AI to make those, and they were using those for inspiration. And we saw those and took that as, oh, clearly this isn't real, but maybe they were actually using those. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. I can see that.
Resident Evil Requiem is the best-selling game of the year so far in the U.S.
Did you finish it?
I'm close. I am close. I went back this week. I played 2 or 3 days, but I played for a long time. I'm pretty sure I'm towards the end, but yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. It's obviously great, but that in depth is coming soon.
Shit, coming soon. Xbox CEO Asha Sharma announced that Game Pass Ultimate will drop from $29.99 to $22.99 per month. Her new Call of Duty games will no longer be released day one on Xbox Game Pass, boy.
What?
So
we got a price
how
drop.
does that work?
But we're letting you know why it's dropping in price.
Bro, Xbox, man, I don't know, man. God damn, I feel bad for you niggas. This is crazy. First of all, I've never seen anybody drop the price.
Yeah.
Like a company dropping the price on something that's prestige of theirs. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Yeah. But again, just like you were saying, you're getting rid of the Call of Duty games day one? Nigga, that's why a lot of people had this shit in the first place.
Yeah. Crazy. That's insane.
Tripping.
They picked
they want to show you
just for this.
They want to show you why the price is that high. So like when people complain like about this shit, okay, we're gonna put it back, but the price is $30. There you go. This is what fucking companies want to show you when hey, this is why we're improving content, we're adding content all the time. If it would be cheaper, this shit would be happening all the time. Why the fuck the $3, man? Just fucking take it down and even 10.
Yeah, that's so disrespectful.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man, tough.
Robert Kirkman says they still haven't been able to convince Bryan Cranston to sign on for a role in Invincible. We're not going to stop offering him roles. He's not going to beat us.
That's crazy. What And they're just like, you want to be Conquest? Fuck. All right, well, let's move on to our next choice. Like damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got Thrag. Thrag?
Yeah.
No? Okay. All right.
Hey, did you know, because he's on the, did you know Cecil was Walton Goggins?
No.
That's fucking Walton Goggins, bro. He's killing it.
I can hear it now that
He's
you're saying
killing
that.
it.
What the?
Yeah,
fuck?
he is.
That's
crazy.
I found that out like a few weeks ago, and I forgot to mention it. But yeah, I was like, "What the fuck? That's Walton? Oh shit!" So pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
They're not getting Brian though.
All right. Charlize Theron says in 10 years, AI will be able to do Timothée Chalamet's job as an actor, but it will never be able to replace live performance like ballet. Oh boy, I hope I run into him one day. That was a very reckless comment on an art form. Two art forms that we need to lift up constantly because, yes, they do have a hard time. But in 10 years, AI is going to be able to do Timothy's job, but it will not be able to replace a person on a stage dancing live.
I like how she's referring to it to Timothy's job. What about yours? Aren't you in the same fucking business?
So crazy.
Aren't you an actress too? Like, ooh, all right. But no, I mean,
Well,
sure.
She did say two art forms that need uplifting.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just because he made the comment.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. But
One thing about that though, and obviously like this whole conversation is just out of whack, but it's crazy because I feel like as far as acting, humans can portray human emotions specifically like to a T, whereas AI can't really completely do that true like human instinct. Like I don't know how to explain it, but when it comes to like the art of dancing and ballet and stuff like that, you're telling me AI can't do that in 10 years?
Is she taking it like literal? Like, because AI can't be on a stage? Is that what she means?
Yeah, like is that what she means? Because we can for sure make that happen. Did you forget we did live concerts with dead people? Like, what are we talking about?
We're about to have a whole K-pop Demon Hunters concert with digital performances.
That has to be what she means, though.
Yeah, that has to be because I was like,
Because it's like at that point, if it's on the stage, it's going to be a projection.
yeah,
And you know it's not there, but I guess you can still vibe to it. But if it's in a movie, like you can still watch that and it'll be like, oh damn, he's there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, people argue. It's life. The drama is on track to cross 100 million at the global box office. It cost 28 million to produce. That is a W for our boys at Mogul.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Hell yeah. Good movie. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it.
That does not conclude our news, brothers. I Am Legend 2 is officially happening with director Stephen Caple Jr., starring Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan.
W. Michael B. Jordan busy, man. I mean, he got his Oscar. Now it's time to get to work.
Time to get to work.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. I remember there was talks about this years ago.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy to see that it's actually going to happen. It's also very wild because this is the one, like, they're going with the alternate scene that's not in the movie, right?
It's not in the movie. Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. Like, Endgame's kind of doing that same shit, right? Like, well, in their case, they're adding it. In this case, the theatrical version was not the version that they went with for the sequel.
That's crazy.
There's going to be some people that watch this shit and how the fuck is this even happening? He died.
I love that movie.
It picks up where it redoes the ending and then they pick it up.
I guess they could do that too.
Yeah, re-show it and then say 10, 20 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, W's. Sydney Sweeney had a cameo in The Devil Wears Prada 2. It was cut from the final film. Did she get paid? Because if she did,
act.
that's all that matters.
Damn.
She can't fucking act.
And it just wasn't needed, man. You know, it was just an extra. It was just in there.
They saw her in the same fucking scene with Anne Hathaway and say, "Yeah."
She did all right. Housemaid. That's where I stopped defending her though, because she just showed up. But fuck, that sucks.
She showed up to the lot that day.
She showed up, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Joseph Kosinski will not return as the director of Top Gun 3, J-Mag.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. That sucks. I didn't know Jet had this, but Damn. Yeah, that sucks.
I am worried. I'm worried now. I really am.
If they get Tom's guy from Mission Impossible, we'll be fine. We'll be fine, which is the director that I just forgot his name. But if they get him, I think we'll be fine. But that being said, it's fucking Joseph Kosinski who fucking did Top Gun Maverick and who did F1. Like, come on. Like that
I was gonna say, like, I can't speak to Mission Impossible and how that the scenes are action wise, like choreography, and I'm sure they're great. But the way that Joseph does actions with vehicles, I think it's unmatched, man.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is ridiculous. Like, you feel like you're in there. You're in the cockpit. You're in the car.
Yeah.
He just has some sauce to him.
No, for sure. For sure.
Oh, man.
That sucks. And it's not because he didn't want to. It's because he's busy. He's got
scheduled.
projects.
He's booked.
He's booked up.
Booked and busy.
And
Tom Cruise directed, man.
Oh, shit.
Maybe he's like, hey, Joseph, I know you can't work, but give me some tips. Well, how would you do this here? How would you do this there? And when I first heard this news and I didn't know it was because of scheduling conflicts, I was like, well, why the fuck would you guys not just wait for him? Didn't we just see what happened with Project Hail Mary and they decided to wait for their guy? And look how that turned out. But in this case, they can't really do that because Tom Cruise is on the higher end of the scale when it comes to the age, man, and the stunts and all that shit. When this movie gets done in 3 to 5 years, I think was the minimum. Was like 3 years. It's like, oh, that might be. We can't wait that long. Tom can't wait that long. So
Damn.
you're in a tough spot. You can't wait.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
Hard Eyes 2 will release on February 11, 2028 in theaters. Olivia Holt and Mason Gooding are expected to reprise their roles.
Uh-oh. It's like the next Scream franchise right here.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I really liked Hard Eyes.
Yeah, you did.
Like, I really did.
Yeah.
Can't say I was expecting a sequel per se. I don't even know if I didn't even think it made enough money to warrant a sequel, but nonetheless, will be seated. That's all I know. It's another Valentine's Day drop. But, it's a cool mix between that and horror. So, be taking the wife on a date to Hard Eyes 2, apparently.
Wow. Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler are confirmed to star in Miami Vice 85, directed by Joseph Kosinski, in theaters and IMAX on August 6th, 2027.
One of the movies he's working on. There you go.
Busy
working
man.
on this one now. But yeah, Michael, busy too. Austin Butler, sign me up. Yeah, pretty cool.
Miami Vice 85. That shit says in theaters and IMAX.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Double use. Peacock lost $432 million in Q1 2026, more than double what they lost in Q1 2025. Increase driven by the NBA deal. Total loss is $11 billion since launch. Execs claim they're approaching profitability soon.
I mean, they doubled it because it says right there, right? Because of the NBA deal. You got to pay the NBA. You want their games. So hopefully they start seeing some returns on it. Well, I could care less. Either way, for me personally, that's their money, not mine. But we'll see if they start seeing a return on that deal bro, next year.
I'm going to tell you what. That NBA deal is a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
It's also those fucking shows, man.
Teacup, man. Come on.
Teacup.
Like,
what's the other one? What's the fucking other one? The zombie one, Cody, that you couldn't go back and finish, and I had to go finish it. Fuck, I forgot. I'm trying to blank on that shit.
Oh,
Revival?
Revival.
Yeah. Yeah, they just come out with shows, man. And it's just like
they just come out with shows, man.
It's just fuck, bro. Like, Netflix can afford that shit. These niggas is like, man, nobody's watching that shit. Nobody's watching that shit, man.
Lower your price.
I feel bad for them.
Not everybody needs a streaming service, man.
Yeah, lower your prices. Recover some of that money. Start getting people to sign up for this shit just because it's cheap. What is it going to
Tubi can make money.
Niggas wanted an NBA deal.
Yeah, like your Peacock, buddy. First, look at the live-action Scooby-Doo series coming soon to Netflix. How do we feel about the cast?
Looking young.
Looking real young.
Seems like they want to make this like a franchise type shit and grow with them.
And as long as it's good, I'm down for that, man. I'm so down to grow with the Mystery Gang from a younger age.
It's fine. Yeah.
This dude right here is throwing me so off right now. Like,
That's Freddy. Come on, man.
yeah, but they did him so bad in this. Like, just
I don't in this picture. I don't even think they're all there at the same time. I think they fucking photoshopped them. That's what it looks like.
it does look like that. It just looks so weird.
McKenna Grace.
Oh, that is McKenna. Oh yeah, see it.
Well, we'll be looking out for that. Lionsgate head Adam Fogelson says they have an exciting idea for John Wick 5. An animated John Wick prequel movie will be released first.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm more excited for the animated thing.
Yeah, we love animated right here at LG. Usually animated is really good. So yeah, hell yeah. Prequel movie on that. John Wick 5 coming. It's a good time. John Wick game coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The game looks good too.
Yeah, that game does look good.
So you're basically
Exciting
getting a
times.
James Bond game.
No. Scroll up real quick, Cody.
Scroll
Yeah,
up.
I think you double clicked on one of them. Go back to my news.
Oh, yours. Oh,
Right there, that A24 one.
A24. This one. Oh, I did. Elden Ring will be A24's largest and most ambitious project ever. The film's budget is well over $100 million and will take around 100 days of filming.
That's, I mean, it deserves to be your largest project ever, right? Like, so that game is crazy. It's huge. In-depth lore is insane. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look forward to seeing it.
Question, because obviously you two gentlemen played and beat the game. In terms of story, where does that kind of rank for you? Like, is it one of the best stories you've ever experienced?
Well, I mean, it's more of a lore-based thing.
It's more of a lore, yeah. Like to me, you guys can't see it, but Last of Us is over there. Like that to me is one of the best story. That is my favorite story game to play. This doesn't have that. It has the potential to have that just because of all the fucking knowledge and books and lores and shit that you could pick up and read and like understand from different ages and things like that. This has that potential, but yeah, it's more of a lore thing.
Yeah. So hopefully, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I want your answer.
I was just gonna say, so hopefully it's not like because usually when they do adaptations like this, they don't stick to whatever the game is, because the game story isn't really like a movie. Like it's more of just like you're playing a game and you can do anything you want. But if you put the lore aspect into it, this could be a great movie based off of the lore.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, because it was going to be cool. I was thinking to get that story because I haven't played the games, but I've never heard you guys talk about the story.
Yeah.
And for me, that would be like such a big thing if you're going to make, an adaptation off of that. Like obviously the story has to be crazy, but I've never heard you guys talk about the story. It's just kind of the mechanics and the hard boss fights and things like that. So,
well, they could pick a boss. Like you can go pick a boss and fucking do a movie on that boss. Like that's how.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you could. Each boss has their own fucking lore, their own history that they got going on. It's pretty insane. And that's where the story and the lore comes in.
Well, we'll definitely be looking out for that one.
Elden Lord. Now we are here. All right. Andy Muschietti says they have begun writing It Welcome to Derry Season 2. This should have been written. The new season is set in 1935 and features the Bradley Gang, a gang of bank robbers that become part of a nightmare after arriving in Derry.
Oh, yeah. Gang of bank robbers.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I was going to say, it's kind of interesting to Cody's point. Like they should have been doing this, but... And obviously there's different divisions at HBO and they all do their own thing. But I guess the only counter to that, I don't think HBO's really like in a state where they need to pump out shows like that. Like they just come out with so many bangers that it's just like, well, it's season 2. It'll get done when it gets done.
Let's make sure it's good. We don't want to fucking just do something just because we're in a hurry.
Yeah.
I think that when the last time we reported on it, Welcome to Derry, they weren't exactly sure where it was going to go, right? Like they just had the idea of the year.
Yeah, and that's
not
crazy
what story to tell, if I remember that correctly.
Because they literally named all the stories, and I thought we were just going to go back to each one.
this focusing on a different group though, and it's not kids, it's fucking bank robbers. Like what?
Yeah, that's gonna be so dope.
If that shit turns out to be great too, it's like wow, we're in the greatest era of television.
And hopefully it is, because again, this feels like them. What'd you say?
I said we're in the greatest era of television.
This feels like they're taking their time.
Yeah.
It really does, and they sat down and they actually, created a map at least for season 2, because it doesn't look like they go beyond that. They just focus on where they're at, and now they're actually writing it out. So,
yep.
I don't really foresee this. Maybe the end of 27 if this is the pace, but shit, barely writing it. We'll see.
Double U's, and now to conclude, Oscar Isaac on a potential Midnight Suns movie. There's been an interesting talk about a film. Tonally, it's really important. We're playing with real stuff. With that one, it's expressing something very real and challenging and difficult. If it's going to happen, you have to take it really seriously. It's a crazy comic book.
Cool. Great. But last we heard from you, Mr. Oscar Isaac, is you were done with Disney.
What is happening?
So I'm confused. But if this shit happens, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great... We talked about it. It's fucking Moon Knight, Punisher, Doctor Strange, Blade, Ghost Rider. They'd have to introduce Ghost Rider separately. There's no way you just throw him in Midnight Suns and he just shows up. He needs his own stage.
Damn.
But
they did that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They just threw him in there.
Come on, man.
Fuck, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Jesus Christ. But yeah, like you were saying, I think last time he spoke about this, he was like, they need to apologize for being a fascist company,
yeah,
some shit like that. So I don't know. Everybody has their moral compass and what they want to do, this, that, and the third.
They showed him the bag and said, never mind.
But yeah, at least he's talking about Marvel.
Yeah. Somebody in the comments was like, he was talking about Star Wars. And I was like, but at the end of the day, that's still fucking Disney. Yeah, it's a separate division. It's Lucasfilm, and this is, Marvel Studios, but it's still Disney.
That's still Disney. I don't know. I try not to... For me, man, I try not to focus on celebrities and what they're saying and their ideologies, because, again, they're celebrities, and there's still a paycheck at the end of the day and mouths to feed and things like that. So it is what it is. We're here for, what they're doing. But this right here, they do it. Down for that, man.
Bernthal, Oscar Isaac, Mahershala Ali.
And it's like, if they can do a Thunderbolts, they can do that.
Yeah. I would be more interested in this than Thunderbolts cast. I would have been more interested in this than Thunderbolts cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. W.
And that does, fellers, conclude the LFE news.
All right, there you guys go. You know how LFG does, keeping you up to date on all your latest news in pop culture. So if you heard something you didn't already know about, hit that like button now. That would be much appreciated. Let's head into final thoughts before we head on out. Jeb, you want to bring that up? And let's see what he got.
All right, final thoughts for this week. This guy who has a dumbass Twitter username, he said, unpopular opinion. Season 2 is where most shows either become iconic or completely lose their charm.
That's an interesting take. See,
I don't know about iconic.
Iconic
not
is
the
a
word.
stretch. Lose their charm though is definitely the or, but iconic isn't the one. Because for instance, Invincible, season 1 was great, season 2 was good, but season 4 right now is, in my opinion, the best. So it's like, regardless if I feel like season 2 lost its charm of Invincible, it's still a great show, and season 4 is peak for me.
That's true. I would even say, like a show like we were just talking about, Welcome to Derry. Season 1 made it iconic.
Yeah,
like it was a global phenomenon.
Stranger Things season 1 made it iconic.
Yeah.
Season 2 fell off, and it picked up since for everybody else. So I mean, yes, like the iconic part is wrong. Season 2 isn't the right season, I guess. But I mean, I see what he's trying to say. At least
I can see what he's trying to say. It's like, if season 2 is not that good, you're gonna lose some people, and they're gonna lose interest. But that's not to say that show can't bring it back. The examples you guys just listed, they brought it back. So
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it though.
Nice try, buddy.
Excellent takes. So we have a Dragon Ball Super remaster. Apparently this has just been going around. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, so I guess it's true.
Yeah, they have
But
a
this
trailer.
Not for these arcs though.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But this is the first 3 arcs episode count. So the Beerus arc is getting 6. Resurrection F is getting around 5 to 6. And Universe 7 versus Universe 6 tournament arc 7 to 8. So not full dragged out arcs where it's like 20 to 30 something episodes.
Mm-hmm.
No, just short little things and hopefully with better animation, I guess.
Yeah.
is really the thought process. And I'm actually here for that because that was the kind of thing I was like, damn, are you guys really going to sit here and redo the whole fucking thing? But if they have a plan to just do it like this, I don't know how the pacing is going to go.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously,
I was going to say it was done. The first 2 were done in the movie, so it can be done.
I hate when they do this. It's in the movie. Let's move on. Let's just fucking do the show now. Continue.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that. Talked about that shit. But no, they're giving it the One Piece treatment. The One Piece treatment, right? When that shit decides to come up. So.
Oh, yeah. That's true. And then I wonder, like, because clearly if they're doing the first 3 arcs, I don't see why they'd stop there.
Yeah.
So if they do the whole thing, that shit should just lead into fucking Moro.
Yep. And it could
truthfully,
you want this to just take over? Like, let's just continue from right here and go into more?
I would think so, because in my mind, I don't see a real reason to do this other than money. But if we throw money aside, I don't see another reason to do this other than incorporating Daima in some way.
Mm. Yeah.
So if they were to incorporate Daima, but Dragon Ball doesn't even really follow the manga. It's kind of weird. Like, it follows the story beats, but there's different things that happen between the manga and the anime that are different. So you incorporate Daima however you can, and then just go into the manga stuff that we haven't touched yet. Yeah. And it's not Toriyama anymore. It's Toritao. So obviously, he's gonna tell the story how he sees fit.
Yeah.
And I think that would work great, because I think this gives an actual reason for this happening instead of just, hey, we're just gonna do this and we just want any more money, which is probably the main factor. But hopefully there's other factors too.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Keep an eye on that. See when that. Oh well, actually, the Beerus one drops this year. I forgot what month, but it does start this year, so that's pretty cool. This is what J-Mac was talking about. Invincible season 4 just ended, and this is where we are right now in the comics. It's kind of crazy to see it visually like that.
Man, those omnibuses are crazy. Sheesh.
I kind of want them now, man. I kind of want them.
I've been looking at them for a long time, man. They're in my cart on Amazon, and there's some cool fucking hardcover ones and shit.
Yeah,
they're just cool fucking pieces to have. And
my friend has these, and that's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I forgot to say this in the review, but Invincible is now on that tier for me where I'm debating reading it.
And
it's happened with, obviously, One Piece. It happened with Attack on Titan.
Whoa.
It for damn sure happened with JJK. J-Man, that JJK shit was crazy.
I didn't even speak of that either. We can speak on that next week, but I finished that shit. That was good.
Okay.
I'll let you know now that it's definitely different in the anime. Not completely, but there's changes from Invincible.
Story changes?
Yeah, like decisions. Like they've changed some things around. Like the way Thrag revealed himself at the end of the season was different in the book.
Like a lot different?
Not as much a lot, but different to the point where some people complain.
Makes sense. But and they look so cool. It's just a cool looking book.
They get crazier than that. Like, go look them up after we're done here. Go look them up. I have them in the cart. They look great. They look amazing.
I probably ain't gonna get them, honestly. Even if it's just, to have them and then after the show ends, read them later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Invincible. It's awesome. And I think this is the last one. So Fromily, like Jamie was talking about it, we haven't talked about From on the podcast. Those reviews and whatever else we're doing, sometimes their reaction, are exclusively on YouTube. So definitely go check those out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. But this guy with the professor on Twitter said, so at From on MGM is the highest rated show and they're canceling it, he says, after season 5. Hollywood has fallen. Even great shows can't last. Harold Penneru, you and your generation are the last to rule Hollywood. Just look at your Oz alumni. Kirk Savito. I grew up watching you guys. It's sad. Harold Penneru, who plays Boyd, tweeted back at him and said, we want to bring you the best version possible to the screen. 5 seasons does that for us.
So this guy's saying they're canceling it, and they're not canceling it. They're ending it. This is where they want to end the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what they feel like, yeah, this is enough to tell the story, then we're just gonna have to wait and see.
And I think Boyd was one of the ones that actually knows the ending. I think that's what.
Oh shit!
Like I don't think all of them know it. So that's kind of crazy. He's the one that does like the live watches with everybody. It's really cool. He's really interactive. We've been talking about it, for years. He's really into the whole friendly aspect of things. So it's really awesome. But yeah, season 5 is the last season.
I just have a crazy ass theory.
We'll see how it ends. Did you want to share with the class?
Oh, I mean, because the whole, when you just said that he knows the ending and one of the only ones that knows the ending, it made me think like, why would he need to know the ending? And I was like, what if the whole time this man has not been? Remember back in season 1 where we found out he went into the woods and his wife thought it wasn't him? What if it really wasn't him and he came back and it was not him? And this whole time Boyd has been one of the monsters. But anyways,
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
But yeah, that was all. Just a couple final thoughts here at the end of the episode. Let us know what you guys think about all of those down in the comments below.
There you go. And while you're down there in those comments, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be much appreciated. Audio listeners, don't forget to hit 5 stars. That too would be much appreciated. But in the meantime, keep it locked here to LFG, where we've got you covered on anything and everything in pop culture. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.